Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald. Board is away at the moment, so all you get is me. And today we're going to be doing an unboxing. Well, kind of more of a showing off what's in the box. I already technically unboxed it because I brought it with me on a little vacation away with Bombastic. But it is a place for all my books. And we do have nice deluxe edition here. So we're going to show you what's in the box. That way you'll know. So let's go down to the table. All right. A place for all my books. The cozy game of gathering, organizing, and admiring good books. It's a very cute game. It is a very cozy game, very akin to another one that we have called Forever Home. And I'm going to be doing a rulebook rundown as well. So we'll go through everything in the rulebook rundown, but it's a very quick read. It's only 12 pages long. And the back couple pages are entirely for solo. So check out the rulebook rundown to learn how to play A Place for All My Books. Then I'm going to pull this, actually this is fine. So we have the library, the town board here. So let me actually, you know what, let me pull this over the side here. Boop. So we have the town, which has library, bookstore, your village shop, your exchanges, town parks. This is one of two places, major places where you'll end up being in the game. So that's where you end up getting more cards and stuff. Then you have your individual player boards here. So there's 4 different characters. Bombastic is called dibs on this one every single time because it looks like her. And that's what I played in the playthrough that we did because I like the color red. This is the second other major area. So every single board is the same other than the artwork. You have leave the house, read a book, admire, gather, sort, rest, your backpack, and then your actual home is the same as well. And this is where you'll be organizing your books to get points, complete cards for your little projects. So, like I said, very simple, but very fun. So then, now I'll show you more of the box in here, what's in here. So we have a thing full of books. We have characters and all of their pieces. So there's a main character piece and some little ones for achievements. We have a bunch of the extras here. So some tokens that you can get via the other neat stuff. The solo character first player marker. Oh, another person. And here we have the solo game, rival, Penelope Everyday. Penelope Ever Ready, sorry. And so those we just kind of have down here in the bottom. Boop, 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 boop. Go. And then we have the cards. So I'll take these out and move this up to the side so you can see what these cards are. So first, in this bag, you have your books. So there's a bunch of these really cool wooden book pieces that are all very neat. So Bombastic has dubbed these of certain genres. So we have red for romance, of course, green for fantasy, I believe. Yellow is something, and blue is something else, and I don't remember what those were. You will have to go watch our playthrough to find out. But especially during the game, you are just collecting these, and you are stacking the books in stacks, and you're going to be completing cards, these little project cards, by having books stacked a certain way. So yellow, green, or a stack with 2 yellows and 2 greens. And these are all drawn randomly from this bag during the game. And there's only those 4 colors, other than the purple book, which you just saw in the extra components, which is when you get a specific card and the other neat stuff, you get that purple book, which is a wild. So every time that you have that book in your stack, when you go to complete a project, you get to state what color book that is. So those are in there, and we'll just put that back in the box over here. Okay, so then the various types of cards that we have here. So there are major accomplishments. So these major accomplishments are objectives for the entire table. So 3 of these will be out on the table, and the first person to complete them will get the first place reward, and then everyone else will get the second one. And they're the same thing as the little projects, but a little more difficult to do. The first person to do them can just claim it. And so those 3 are just on the board for you. I said there's a good amount, so there's a good variety on which 3 will be out during the game. I think on the bottom of this, we have our solo cards. These are all the rivals cards. Oh, thank you letter from them. That was nice for backing the game. So I have not played solo, so we'll go through that in the rulebook rundown on how to do that. But you have your rival cards, which will dictate how that character acts, of course. Good. Okay. And then we have our little projects. So a bunch of these. We have this whole stack here, and they're all of little projects. So you'll have a hand of these, up to 5 during the game, and these are the projects you're trying to complete. So have no books in your corner spaces, which means in your home, have no books there. Once you do the admire action, you can complete that project. And that's literally what the game is you trying to complete as many little projects as you can inside your little room to get points. And there are, put those in upside down, a bunch of these. There are some duplicates of varying colors. I don't think there's any 2 that are exactly the same, but as you can see here, have 3 green books. And this one, there's one back here as well. There's one that was like have where you at? Come on, I just saw you. Get back here. Like have 3 red books. So there's one of these for each color. So I think that there is a variation of each of these like this for each of the different color variations. And so you're just trying to complete as many as possible to get as many points as possible. And then in town you have other neat stuff. So these are other neat items that you can buy in town, which get you points and give you abilities. So like this art print. So when you acquire this, draw 2 little project cards. Each time you rest, you draw a little project card. So they give you abilities you normally wouldn't have. Fuzzy Sweater gives you an ability. They all give you points. Some give you tokens. So when you acquire this, you're going to take a token, put it in any room in your home. Some give you just purely points, like board game. So if you have one of these, it'll be worth 2 points. You have 2, 6, 3, 12, or 4, you get up to 20. So the more of those you collect, the better. Same with the pins. So these are just other ways to vary up your game, to allow you to combo certain things. Like one of these allows you to, when you do one action, discard a card to do the other action. Yeah, so right here. So each time you take the sword action, we discard 1 little project card from your hand to immediately do the gather action. So instead of having to do that on 2 separate turns, you could do it back to back. So that could become really helpful and handy. So very straightforward, very simple, but that's literally everything in the box for Place for All My Books. A very simple, cozy, easy game to get into, easy to play, and very fun, very light puzzle. So then everything goes back in the box pretty simply too. We got our rivals, our other neat stuff, little projects, major projects, all your bits and bobs down there, books in their bag on top, player board, town board, rule book, a place for all my books. Let's get that back in the sleeve. Maybe. There we are. A place for all my books by Smirk and Dagger. All right, everyone. That was a quick, dirty unboxing of A Place for just there, All My Books by Smirk and Dagger. Again, very easy game to learn, very quick game to play. Again, it's a cozy game. It's not supposed to be anything heavy or deep. It's surface level, but enjoyable, and very pretty. Well, thank you for joining me here at Bald Board Games. I'm Bald, and I will see you at the library.